Hi guys, Harry Yotis here, professional trader for 20 years now. Started my career in 2005, still alive in 2026. So Monday, today, chart of the S&P 500, Monday the 22nd of June, coming to a close. I guess one more week of trading before June ends. And the big news of the day is, well, forever, it seems, semis or nothing. Semiconductor stocks doing amazingly well today. And basically everything else doing nothing. Okay, we'll get to that shortly. First, we always talk about the technical picture. Technical picture, guys, is still bullish. Okay, above the 50, upward sloping. We still haven't touched it yet. Okay, so this is very bullish technically, and of course, we pair it with a sentiment still within fear. We could go higher. We have plenty of room to go higher. Okay, however, okay, before we go even more deeper into this, you see everything else is at fear or extreme fear. It's only the momentum that's at greed, because basically we're just 2% off the highs, maybe 2% off the highs. Okay, so here are the caveats that we have to look at technically. Okay, we do have, for the bears, we do have a lower high and heading lower. Okay, so maybe I'm talking my wish instead of talking my book. I'm hoping that it goes down so we can pick up more, because we never went to the extremes. Okay, I really like setups to go to the extremes. We were at fear here, but never extremes, because it really, when you go to extremes, it really fuels a huge rally. I mean, you saw here. This is like capitulation. It's like instead of ending it here, instead of this down move ending it at like at 5% loss, that 10% drop made it go this high. Okay, so maybe we need more pain. Okay, I would like to have a little bit more pain. This is why right now, I'm not really taking a lot of longs. I'm just writing what I have, maybe a little bit, but I'm waiting to deploy more capital if it goes lower, okay? Because semis are strong, okay? We'll get to it. But right now, it's like I just don't think we're there yet, okay? I'd really like to have some pullback before going much, much longer, okay? So let's get to the semis or nothing, okay? Basically, the stock market news today is Alphabet pays worst day, okay? SpaceX, we'll get to that. Nothing big. There's no big news in the market today, yet the SMH is still ripping to new highs, okay? We've talked about this, okay? We see massive, this is a crazy move. It should not happen, but of course it is happening, so it's real. So very, very dangerous, okay? To me, we're still at negative divergence. I mean, we could get higher, who knows? We have to get much, much higher. We have to almost go parabolic, okay, before we get to a higher level on the RSI and the MACD, okay? Maybe we have to go to like 750 fast, okay, which is, I guess it's possible. But, when you see everything else red, okay, like if we go here to FinViz and we see the heat map, you'll see that basically everything is, okay, maybe some healthcare defensive stocks are up, energy a little bit of a relief, but still you keep seeing the semiconductors here. Semiconductors and MU, AMD, all those guys. You keep seeing the semiconductors up day after day after day after day. Okay, so it's like no matter what happens, the semiconductors are up. Okay, so this is very, very strong here. It's very, very strong. However, caution. We still have this negative divergence. I don't know how long it's going to last. Okay, I'm still waiting for a decent pullback. Didn't get enough of it here. Okay, because look. If you look at the bane of my existing Intel, I'm still short on this. It's bad. We have a negative divergence here. It could go higher. Might not have to play out. Okay. But as it dropped here, I got very, very close to getting filled. I had a bid at 97. I didn't get filled. Okay. Because I'm short. So I'm still waiting for some kind of move down. Like if we have this negative divergence playing out, we could drop to like 110, 100, something like that before going higher. And then I'll cover and go aggressively longer, because I do like the semiconductors. They're very, very strong. And this market is at fear. Okay. So we don't need to go to extreme fear, but it would be nice. And I'm talking my wish is what I'm saying. I'm talking my wish of it going lower. Everybody's going to be more of a panic and we can buy it, because throughout this whole market, if you look at the S&P 500, okay, a lot of red. I'm seeing a lot of red in other stocks, okay, which is very strange to see at all-time highs. So it's basically the semiconductors ruling everything, and we know that the semiconductors, you don't want to short it. Okay, we're not there yet, because it keeps making new highs. It's just crazy to short it. Okay, but I want to look for a better entry to go long, or how it cracks. I don't know which way it'll go. Okay, I suspect we go lower. I hope we go lower so I can go long. This is what I'm looking for here. Okay, and we know that coming up on, when is it? This is a chart of MU. Look at MU even better. Okay, same thing, negative divergence, the same thing everywhere. Okay, so we know that earnings are coming up here Wednesday after market this week. I'm looking to play it. It'll tell us. It'll be the canary in the coal mine. Okay, we're at 1200 on the MU. It's like, I don't like buying on parabolic type moves higher. Okay, I like to have a pullback here to buy into this sector. I will be buying this. I like this stock. Okay, and the reason why is, let's go back to FinViz, which I like, is that unlike Intel, okay, this company is printing money. 40% profit margins, 60% gross margins, okay? No debt. Look at the debt to equity, no debt, plenty cashed up, and it's only 10 on the forward PE. So it's relatively cheap, okay? And if you compare it with Intel, okay, you'll see how much worse Intel is. Look, profit negative. Okay, it did this time. It went a little bit positive but not on GAAP. On GAAP, it's still negative. And look at the forward P, 90. So this is why I don't like Intel. This is crazy for me that Intel's up. Just really stupid, in my view. But I do understand why MU is up. So this is the one I want to play going forward, okay? And yet, Nvidia, the leader, is not really following suit. So it's really like a select semiconductor space going up. Maybe the old school semiconductors are going up. Okay, AMD's up too. Okay, that's doing well. Right, so what I'm looking at is MD as a possible trade long, but really I'm looking at MU to go long, okay, on some kind of a dip, okay? So we do know that the semiconductors is a space you want to be in. I don't want to buy here. We could have this rollover. I want it to roll over before then going really, really long. Because semiconductor, you'll have to look at the semiconductor space as the S&P, assuming it doesn't have to, as it drops lower, you want to see the semis hold. Okay, hold gains, still having a sort of a bullish chart. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. So another positive of this market is that, remember we're talking about SpaceX, guys. We forgot about SpaceX. Let's get to SpaceX. Okay, look at the IPO here. At IPO, let's see. Let's make it clear. Okay, it IPO'd at like 150, went all the way up to what is it, 15ish? Yeah, and then all the way down to 154. Okay, I'm not going to enter it yet. Okay, but this is a good barometer. Okay, because you don't want to just look at the hype. Okay, you want to look at this hype stock, but is it affecting the market? Okay, look, it's down a lot in 3 days. Is the market down a lot in 3 days? No, in 3 days is basically flat. Yeah, down from last week, but pretty much in the past 3 days it's basically flat. So it's telling you that the market has underlying strength. Okay, it's not dependent on one meme stock. Okay, especially an overvalued one. It won't tank it. Maybe it had some effect today, but not really. So it goes to show you that it's not dependent on one stock. Remember, SpaceX today is down what? 16%. This is destroyed. If the market was based on this, we'd be killed. Okay, but you have other stocks. You have Tesla, which I like. Okay, in the range, it's up today. Okay, so the point of showing you SpaceX is that it's you have to compare it to the SPY, and the SPY is strong even though SpaceX is down, which is a good sign. This is why I want to go long, but not right here. I need more of a pullback to see. Okay, and I'll finish up with this, guys. Gold. I like it. I've said it before. I like it. It's completely washed out, completely negative on this space. Okay, we saw the bullish percent index as a way of gauging the sentiment of gold. There are others. We showed the others. We showed percent of stocks above their 50-day moving average and the 200-day moving average, and it was very, very low. It was anemic. Okay, we went to 0. Okay, on the bullish percent. Okay, but now we're at 30. Okay, we rebounded in 2 days. We're up to 30. We're not at 70, which is where I want to be. Okay, we could even go lower. Okay, we could drop lower, meaning that gold could go fall even lower from here. Undercut the low, do some kind of fearful event, because remember, we're in the summertime. Okay, we have the summer doldrums. We are so exhausted but we do have a summer rally. So we are close. Okay, I'm still very, very bullish this sector. In fact, today, intraday, I saw a lot of stocks in the silver and gold space, stocks being bid while the price of gold was down. Okay, so I'm seeing some underlying strength. I don't know if we're over yet. We have no idea. I have no idea the path here. This area here, I have no idea how it zigzags. But I know in months' time, weeks to months, we're going to be higher, much higher. Okay, and that's what I have to do. We're taking on inventory. We're buying inventory like businessmen when everybody doesn't want it, and we're going to sell it to the masses when they do want it in months ahead. That's what I see in the gold space. Okay, it's a chance for you, well, for me to accumulate, and I am doing just that. So let's recap, guys. SPY, semis are nothing. Semis are really the leading indicator, the leading market in all of this. Okay, and as you can see, nothing because the breadth here is down to extreme fear. Almost nothing participating. Okay, and everybody's bearish. Okay, so I don't know. I want this market to go down a little bit so I can pick some up. I don't know if it does. Okay, so I'm just going to ride what I have going if it doesn't. And if it does, it'll be such a blessing. I'll be looking. Just you have to look for technical reasons to go long right now. I don't know if I was clear. Look for technical reasons to go wrong because eventually I do think it's not going to be semis or nothing. It's going to be semis and everything else. Okay, all these other sectors are going to start going into greed. Okay, but I don't know. I don't know if we go to extreme fear first before that happens, or if we keep going. All I know is that we're going to go up eventually. I think we are very bullish, and this market, I think, finishes higher at the end of 2026 than it does now. Okay, I'm not afraid of Warsh or his hawkishness. I don't think he's going to be that hawkish. Okay, I've said it here first. Okay, I think he's the ultimate bureaucrat. He has no balls. He's going to be, he's not going to raise. I don't think he's going to raise. I'm telling you, for sure, I don't think he's going to raise twice, and I don't think he's going to raise even once. That's my hypothesis going forward. Okay, could be wrong. Could be once, but you'll see. I don't think that even destroys anything. I don't think nothing will. I don't think it's going to be a big deal. Okay, so that's it. Let's see what happens this week. We'll have Mu earnings, Micron earnings coming up on Wednesday, and let's not forget the big news on Thursday is PCE inflation. This entire Warsh move, okay, down and everything is because of fear of higher inflation due to the war. Okay, let's see what happens on Thursday with PCE metrics. Okay, later.